Skull Island, Rise of Kong. I honestly did not think that anything is gonna come close to beating Gollum and Starfield for the worst game of the year. But here we are.
When Lord of the Rings Gollum launched back in May of 2023, I thought to myself, surely it cannot get worse than this. Surely we have peaked. And by peaked, I mean to the bottom. You know, surely we have peaked to the bottom of the iceberg. Hell, to the bottom of the ocean with...
Remember, maybe it can't get better, but it can always get worse. The Simpsons said it perfectly. This is your worst day in your life yet. Because it always can get worse.
The Lord of the Rings Gollum. Surely there cannot be a worse game this year. Well, in comes Skull Island, Rise of Kong to challenge this notion.
Nice.
Now, to give you an idea for how bad Gollum was, so you can understand what it takes to be worse than Gollum, it launched with a Metascore of 34% from 56 critic reviews and a user score of 1.2 on OpenCritic.
I mean, still a better user score review than, Overwatch 2, but whatever.
Only 4% of critics recommended. On Steam, you can see that it's a mostly negative review score of 36% with only 352 reviews. And going to Steam charts, you can see nobody's playing it right now. It was a 24-hour peak of 8 players, and the most amount of players we saw at the same time was 758 players 5 months ago. This game was so bad that certain reviewers straight up could not finish and score this game. Hell,
this game was so bad that the studio that made it now is bankrupt, by the way. Yeah. That's pretty impressive.
Reviewers had more of a fun time coming up with fun headlines than playing the game. We're talking about a situation where Gollum straight up became the worst reviewed game of the year. Now, we still haven't seen critic review scores for Skull Island Rise of Kong, but it might just surpass. Somehow, this game justified charging $70 for this garbage, despite it looking like this.
A classic.
That's just one of many examples. I mean, there are compilations of Gollum bugs and glitches everywhere. On YouTube, on Twitter.
Nice.
Even looking at screenshots like this, you can see that this is not only one of the worst games of 2023, just straight up one of the worst
Bread pig. This is so funny.
Games in our modern time. This was a disastrous enough game launch that it straight up shut down the game development division of Daedalic Entertainment, the developer and publisher behind this atrocity. Now here comes a new challenger, Rise of Kong.
And you know what's the best part about that? Those people are gonna be right there in different companies, spreading their genius philosophies and saying, yeah, I made Gollum. I think I know what I'm doing, and people are gonna be, holy shit, they made Gollum. Yeah, he knows what he's doing, and they're gonna ruin more games. It's 100% always like that.
Skull Island, which I did talk about in a video that I published on July 23rd, 2023. I had suspicions that this might become a Gollum type of situation, titling the video Skull Island Rise of Kong trailer mocked by internet called The Next Gollum. And for good reason. Screenshots that leak.
I mean, do you really need to have... why just suspicions? Hey, when Starfield trailers were happening, I instantaneously said, hey, this looks like complete garbage. This looks so bad. This looks unbelievably bad. And these are specifically crafted situations that Bethesda thought that are looking good. Hey, you can see a stinker a mile away. Well, you can smell it.
Leaked before the game's official announcement looked like this. I mean,
that
need
looks
I say
pretty
more?
Sweet.
Just look at this. This is not flattering in the least. And then the trailer came out, and we had the unfortunate...
By the way, what is that? Borderlands-style graphics or something? Well, bad Borderlands-style graphics, probably.
...pleasure of seeing the game in motion, and that's what that looked like.
Bruh. Yo, this just looks like an asset flip, I ain't gonna lie. This looks like just Day of the Dragons.
Unleash your fury. So yeah, the footage that was shown before the game's launch was not flattering in any way, shape, or form.
Okay.
You get the idea. The trailers garnered mass dislikes across the board on.
And he said this just could potentially maybe really bad. I mean, I see that video and I'm already contemplating of character deletion.
GameMill's official YouTube channel, 4.2 thousand dislikes versus 461 likes. On
That's still a lot
IGN's
of likes.
upload of this trailer, 19,000 dislikes versus 2.2 thousand likes. But it gets even worse when you see the game in action, which is now possible because the game launched today, October 17th, 2023. Here's part one of the full game on the Nintendo Switch, uploaded by YouTuber Battle Bunny. This segment in particular is being memed to hell and back, though every bit of footage seen of this game
Death Runners Council Beta? What?
can be memed. Let's check this bit out.
So,
Look at the graphics, like, this is at
I mean, some people say Starfield looks good. I don't see why some people would not say that this looks good.
best PS2
That's
era.
a joke, by the way, obviously.
And then the gameplay is just extremely basic, bland. The AI, obviously,
That's pretty good, though. Yeah, boy!
cutscene of the decade.
Nice. Oh. Oh.
Wait, it gets worse.
Yeah, boy.
Wait for it.
Okay. What the fuck? This is great! This is actually great! Nice.
Wow. To somehow look this much worse than Gollum, I mean, that takes years of scientific advancement, and yet they've done it here. Now, there is no Metascore for this game yet, as review copies were not distributed. We got some user scores here.
Can it get lower than Diablo 4, though? Diablo 4 has, like, well, can this dethrone even a single game of Blizzard? Because I honestly think the Metacritic score close to 0 should all be Blizzard. I honestly think that, not gonna even lie.
On Steam, you can see what some people are saying already. And by the way, this game came out at $40. It has since been discounted with a $20 discount here. It's $31.99 or $32. And then there's this
Discount
Colossal Edition that's priced at $55. That's gone down to $42.30.
includes 2 items: Skull and Rise of Kong, Skull and the Colossal Pack. What's the Colossal Pack?
Sense. Even $32 is an insulting price point for a game that sets the
I mean, it's on sale. I think it's a steal, not gonna lie.
bar of quality so low. Here's what some of the reviews read like. Charging £35 for this game is one of the most audacious things I've seen in my life. Holy shit, is this bad?
Okay, so look at this. These people haven't even played an hour. Yet Starfield fanboys are gonna be adamant that you need New Game Plus 27, 353 hours into the game, and then you have fun. And then only you can actually truly review the game. I think it's a shame that these people even played for that long. I mean, if you're playing a really bad game, you're gonna know probably in the first 10 minutes.
How is this even allowed to be sold? We've peaked again to the bottom. This should not be something you can sell legally. Who gave these devs the licensing for this? That's the thing about this. Like, in this day and age, who gives out the license for IPs that are as renowned as Lord of the Rings and King Kong to these kinds of developers? Like, who is not?
That's a really stupid question, honestly. The answer is simple. Money. Money. That's it. Yeah, people just... I mean, they're not just giving out these licenses. These people are paying for the license. Chances are these people are even paying a percentage of their profits after the license. I don't know. It depends on the agreement. But yeah, money. That's a very simple, super easy answer that should be blatantly obvious, Yang, but you know, whatever.
Not doing their due diligence to check on the developer's track record and history. In the case of Skull Island Rise of Kong, this game was developed by Iguanabee and published by Game Mill Entertainment, neither of which who have a great track record. If you look at games published by Game Mill, these are the kinds of games that they publish, stuff that could be considered shovelware.
What even are these? Oh, look at that! Nickelodeon's All-Star Brawl Jimmy Neutron game. Wow. I don't recognize any of this. That's kind of insane.
With their most prominent game release being Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, and even that hasn't gone down super well. And then as far as...
Wait. Skull... Oh, the Colossal Pack. Right. They're two different things, right? Little League World Series Baseball? Little League? Huh? How do you fuck that up? Can't you just reskin a completely different game that already has done it and call it a day like EA does?
Super well. And then as far as the developer goes, Iguana Bee, these are the games that they've published, some G.I. Joe games and some other stuff that's not all that prominent and who you wouldn't expect to really make the best King Kong game. The game's commercial performance is going about as well as expected, with an all-time peak of 22 players as of the game's launch, with only 17 players playing right now.
Hey, say what you will, that is crazy good player attention. Look at this. This honestly slaps every AAA dev in the face. Look at that. Look at that. This is crazy good, honestly.
I don't suspect that these numbers are going to get much higher. These numbers make Gollum's all-time
75% retention rate. That's crazy.
Peak of 758 players look like a breakout success. Word has already been spreading far and wide. In fact, we have a tweet here that has garnered over 62,000 likes in just a few hours. Word is already spreading far and wide. On Twitter, you'll find tweets like these that have garnered...
What is this picture, Young? What the fuck? That looks horrible. Yo! What's the resolution on this bad boy? 0? Dude!
Garnered over 62,000 likes, highlighting some of the memeable clips from the game and labeling this game exactly what it is, which is a complete scam. Actual cutscene, do not buy the new King Kong game. It is a complete scam, and this is the clip that was highlighted.
I'm not gonna lie. I honestly think that, you know, this is just a filter, okay? The people who buy this, I mean, this is just like the great filter, but they're not gonna get deleted for buying this. But you know, this means something.
This is just, again, that zoom in.
That's
just one
funny,
of many examples. Let's highlight another tweet that has gone viral by showcasing another cutscene.
Hey, say what you will, boys. That was not a pre-rendered cutscene, okay? That was genuine gameplay, okay? That's pretty big. No companies do that anymore. All of them do the pre-rendered cutscene BS that looks sad and bad. Not this game, though. Man, they're pretty good.
Scene from the game that looks equally dreadful. New King Kong game looks like Game of the Year material, sarcastically says this Twitter user. Here's the clip in question.
The dust particles, yo.
Even the audio sounds all kinds of messed up. And the faces that we see King Kong make throughout this game.
It's pretty good.
Oh my God.
Well, I mean... Same. Yeah, I would also not be too excited about this one. Really bad.
Oh, I need to see. I need to see this again. That face, I understand.
That's great.
That's the face you make when you realize that you spent money on this travesty. In reply, Twitter user Rick here also posted another clip where he said, "Step aside, Elden Ring."
What?
It is all kinds of jank.
I don't get it.
Just riveting, you guys.
Okay, yeah, I mean, it's
just
bad,
bland,
but
basic form.
What was that supposed to be like? Well, yeah, I guess.
Form of open world traversal, platforming, and exploration possible. Skipping ahead, I mean.
Okay. Yeah.
That's this whole segment.
Well, that's just the basic jump.
Yeah,
that's
you get the
bold,
idea.
Dude. That's
Next
bold.
up, we got a clip from Rick as well, who said, I take back everything bad I said about Godzilla PS4. Game Mill, King Kong deserves better than whatever this is supposed to be. What do we have here? You can see all these visual artifacting. All of the glitched out.
Hey, a good game is not about graphics, you know? It's about the gameplay.
In-game assets.
And if this came out 35 years ago, everyone would be calling this a classic.
Frame rate, my God. How does a PS2
Oh, that's
game
a combo, boys. Look at this.
run
He's
at 15
stun locking,
frames per second
I think.
with
They
modern
even
hardware?
have, look at that. That's, yo, quick time events. Okay, maybe this game is a little bit more than it seems out to be.
Yeah. I'm not watching a minute of this. Again,
I'm
you get the
rewatching
idea.
that.
Here's one more for good measure. There's a 2-minute clip with a tweet that reads, gameplay of Skull Island Rise of Kong. This costs $40 and is made by people that make low-effort shovelware with big IP franchises. The modern LJN, referring to a company that went defunct many, many years
No
back
idea what this
who did something
LJN.
similar. Here's what this clip looks like. I guess this is a boss battle or something. A giant enemy crab, as it were.
Look at that! That has more mechanics than your average Elden Rings boss fight. Wow. Not bad, honestly.
Dear God.
What happened?
Just putting FromSoft to shame, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this masterpiece.
I mean, that's true. Look at that! Quick time events.
Oh, is there a funny cutscene? Oh, dear God, yes, there is. The cutscenes are the highlight of this game.
Dude, that's more violence than all of Starfield combined, though.
The stuff that you don't get to play. Because of the laughter that it brings. Oh, there's a second phase? Hell no, I'm not about to see another
Dude, the
minute
second
of that.
phase, please, come on.
Yeah, this is
Dude, who doesn't want to see the second phase at this point?
Skull Island Rise of Kong, ladies and gentlemen. It makes Gollum look like a Game of the Year nominee. Here's what's especially shocking. There is another King Kong video game that came out back in 2005 called Peter Jackson's King Kong.
Did it have quick time events? Don't think so. Did it have platforming? Probably not. Is it actually a better game? Oh, dude, more mechanics than Elden Ring bosses, okay? I saw 2 mechanics. You can't tell me Elden Ring bosses have more.
Kong official game of the movie. Not the most elegant title, but this was actually a pretty decent game, and people are reminiscing about this after the travesty that is this new game that has come out in 2023, almost 2 decades after the PS2 release, which, by the way, looks
Show us, just show
almost
us.
20 years ago, ladies and gentlemen. This game came out.
Press X to put Ann down? Why did you give it a name already?
Just the modernized version of this would do. And it's somehow
I don't know. I kind of like the Skull Island one better. It's you know the combat at least seemed more engaging than this.
what we get instead looks like this.
Look, quick time events again. I mean, I can't. This is clear quality. This is a clear masterpiece. Anyone who says anything else, you're just wrong. Anyway, this was Quizzer Said. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and have a nice day. Bye bye.